Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not digitally pictured on your screen, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with California Dreamin', the 1975-76 California Golden Seals. That's the way, I like, Part 21. Jeff, we are absolutely destroying the league. Like, just killing everybody. We're 23-5. Up by what, 12 points and look unstoppable. So how are you
Um,
going to mess this up?
well, you've been wearing down our players. We've already got Dennis Hull. Well, Dennis Hull's got a minor injury now, and John Pronovo's out for 3 weeks. So let's maybe start rotating some other guys in to give them a little bit of a break, so we're not completely collapsing by playoff time. But yeah, we're in pretty good shape. Uh, 23-5 to start the season, and yeah, Milosh has a ridiculous goals against average for this area. Although Michael Ute in Buffalo is doing even better. And got a couple of guys in the top 10, so doing pretty nicely. And we want to move this along, I think, because we really want to get to the Cleveland years, right?
Absolutely. I want to play Cleveland. I mean, I do. We've been hearing about you getting to a new game, Jeff, so I think that's or a standard game.
Yep. Well, it'll hopefully line up nicely when we get the next update out. We'll be probably have a 2, 3 more weeks of this and then be able to go into that for the rest of the year and summer. And a
What?
6-1 win over Detroit. What?
Okay, there was just a I'm just forward going forward in this, and there was just a massive trade in my game.
I didn't change anything. Didn't really do anything too much, so I may get the same thing in ours, but depends on what happens.
Bobby Hall gets traded.
Well,
And
he's kind
what
of
do you got in mind?
worn down at this point.
Yeah, but
Okay, and not good. We got Jacques Lemaire having an off-ice incident that's annoyed a couple. Well, some of his better teammates. That's not great. And Pronovost and Hull are doing better. Hull can come back in after Dan Bratton got a game, but what has the off-ice thing done to team harmony? Not great. They are fairly irritated at him, but I think we're gonna. Did you? I think you used the intervention last time, yeah. So won't have
it
another one
was
for another 20 days or so. So I'll just keep this rolling along. Hull back into the lineup. Pronovo almost ready to come back, and Billy Smith is in Philadelphia now. Seems like a good match. 4-0 win for us. So we're going to talk about the Gila Point to Penguin. The Blues. There's a huge deal between Penguins and the Blues that traded LaPointe. It was 2 years ago. Or yeah, no, Billy Smith, right? Billy Smith went from the Blues to the Flyers, and then they got Guy Lapointe back, and Lapointe didn't work out there, so they traded him to Pittsburgh for Morris Lukowicz. And yeah, because Lapointe got injured the first year, right after the first trade. Now he's gotten injured after the second big trade, and wow, he's had a couple of serious injuries: bone bruise 20 days, torn thumb ligament 30 days. Lapointe wasn't really a guy who was that injury prone either. It's kind of surprising.
okay, Jeff. Just this is what you said. This is what
And
the trade was
we
for
dropped
Bobby
for
Hull.
yeah, let me
Oh, you lost.
yeah, lost to the Blues.
So Bobby Hull and a first round pick go to Montreal.
And what did the Canadians send back?
1 star talent, 1 star potential, Dan Spring, and the rights to Peter McNabb, who's in the WHA right now.
Yeah, so a young guy who's probably going to be a 70 to 80 point guy in the NHL, and Hull,
In a
who
few
at this
years.
in this yeah the Hawks are kind of struggling. Hull doesn't have much time left. He's 36 and he's down to 3 stars now. And so I should start getting her on in a little more often for Milosh so we don't wear him out against Pittsburgh. I mean, we only got a 3-3 tie at that time, but Pittsburgh always seems to give us trouble. And where is Pronovo? Still day to day, but I think I can take him off the list. And we mentioned the next update coming up. Still doing some final work on that. That'll have the trading deadline rosters, so we're looking early next week for that to be out. Just a couple of more things we want to get right with it before we let it go. And playing the Hawks, who still have Hull in this game, and we get a 3-1 win. No, they get a 3-1 win. Read that backwards, sorry.
Dun,
Okay.
dun, dun.
So you've worn them down, and now they're going to struggle under me. You're making me look bad.
Don't blame me. I changed nothing, and my team has won nothing, and there was or been perfect, and there was no issues with Lemaire.
Okay, there we go. That's better. 7-1 win over Montreal and Ken Dryden.
So we know who the true problem is here.
And Hedberg is back. I didn't know that Hedberg was out. Did he have a minor thing? Must have. Trotter's got a calf strain, but the good news is John Pronovo is back in. So he goes in for. I think we did we no we couldn't have had him on the third line.
Who, Pronovo? He was on the third line. No, second line. We moved Reggie Leach up,
So yeah, so
I
swap.
believe. Or did we? No, I think we might have switched that because okay, hold on. Let's
No,
find out.
he was in the second. Yeah, I've got him on Pronovo on the second line now. And take Trottier out because he's a little bit hurt. Give LeBraden
No,
one game.
you know what? I think I no, we did have Pronovo on the third line with Lemaire. We
Uh,
moved him down when we moved Trache up.
I'm going to put him back on the second line for the time being, I think. 6-3 win over LA
And
with the lines mixed up.
and the reason I say that is because I'm looking at chemistry, and Trache and Leach have chemistry.
May put them back together eventually, but right now, okay, then Trottier is healthy again, so. So I just look at the lines. That's what we've got now. Okay, Trottier in the second line. Uh, hmm. Yeah, well, let's keep the minutes a little closer. Second and third line are basically equivalent. We got a lot of scoring depth now. 6-1 win over the Scouts, who are still struggling in their second year, yeah. And fitness is actually Jimmy Watson's. Is he hurt? Yeah, he's a little bit hurt. So Lars Lindgren will get another game. And we drop another one to the Hawks, 3-2.
What are you doing?
And the annual player poll, no real surprises. Dave Schultz in Washington now, 103 penalty minutes in his first 35 games. Is the toughest player in the league. And Derek Sanderson, perpetually the most overrated player in the league. Has he done anything at all in this career? Not really. Not even one good season out of the whole bunch, but the Bruins keep him around. Even after trading Phil Esposito away. And Joe Meloche is the toughest goalie to beat in the league. Well
Of
deserved.
course.
Development report. A lot of single plus ones or bonus up to 1.5.
Remember
And
when you didn't want to take Meloche? I do.
I got a few guys getting old here. Oh, that's not good. Bob Hess, who we took in the draft, is starting to decline already. Oh, I think that's because I messed up the training bonus settings at the start of the year. I forgot I didn't set that properly. Oops. Who's hurt? Oh, Andre Safard got suspended for a game. And 5-1 went over the Leafs, so we continue to roll on. Nobody really close to us, I don't think. What's the owner saying? Yep, still happy. Still expects us to be a contender next year. And same lineup for that. Only we'll put Iran in goal. And 3-3 tie against the Capitals, who are not a great team. And Andre
No.
Savard has finally finished his suspension. Just in time for Boreas Solming to get suspended.
What are you doing to this team?
Actually, I think that may be a bug that's specific. Malta just fixed that this morning. We were making some changes with the penalty system, and it's for some reason guys are getting suspended for not after every fight, but they're getting suspended after fights a lot more often than they should be. So that is fixed now. It's just not in this version of the game I'm playing right now. Should mean this is a beta version that we're testing for the upcoming update. So we're probably going to get a few suspensions here. More than we should. And Kansas City fired their coach. Not surprising. 28 points. Worst in the league. No, LA is worse. And although Atlanta was going into this, I think they were dead last, but they seem to have picked it up a little bit. And there we go. 5-2 win over Pittsburgh. A little better against them. And who's on waivers? Ernie Hickey. No, doesn't really add anything for us. Nobody particularly interesting. Daryl Sittler renewing his contract with Buffalo. And do we get our defenseman healthy again? No, Solming's still. Oh, then no, suspended rather. We should be able to beat Washington here. Yeah, 7-3 win. Much better. Lemaire, despite being on the third line, seems to be playing pretty well. We had fitness problems with him last year, didn't we? And I wonder if that's working out
Yes.
better, cutting his ice time down a bit. Yeah, see, there we go. We're getting. Yeah, this is. We're going to see a little bit of this time. It's just peculiar to this version of the game, this test build. Gonna call Bob Lorimer up to fill in for Vadney. And the Bruins have been struggling, so we'll start the backup here. Oh, Jersey. And actually, I should check Lorimer's role because he's on. Oh, nope, he's said okay. Okay, there we go against the Bruins. 4-1 win. yeah, all these suspensions you're seeing are just a byproduct of that little thing we got in the game right now. Now it's Mark Tardif's turn, so we're going to have this going on probably for the remainder of this season. I think we'll have the new version of the game up by next week, so you won't see that anymore. And who is, oh yeah, Vadney. Oh wait, did I do that backwards? No, that's right. Yeah, we just get by the Hawks. 1-0 shutout. And 2-2 tie against the Rangers. Seem to be getting a lot of ties now.
What have you done?
Eh,
You're just breaking this team.
just pacing ourselves. Oh, I've
No, you've destroyed a juggernaut.
continued
You
fixing the
need to
team
put the
harmony.
lines back correctly.
Ah, whoa, wait, that was weird.
It was weird.
Yeah, it cleared the whole. I intervened on one thing and it cleared out the whole conflict screen. That's
That's
new. I'm gonna
odd.
have to get Mal to take a look at that tonight.
Put Pronovo
Yeah.
back on the third line. Move Leach back up.
Okay. And I got himself suspended again. Good thing I didn't send Lorimer down. Oh, we're actually at the All-Star game. And let's see who makes it from us. Joe Meloche, Carol Vadney, Larry Robinson, and Alf Nielsen. No Hedberg. No Dennis Hall. It was surprising. He's had a pretty good year. Mike Antonovich making it for the Kings, but it was a surprise. He's having a pretty good career in this game. And the Campbell team, not, Bill Clement, who's, actually doing a little better than he did historically for the Flyers. 50, 60 point guy, and probably, a good defensive forward on top of that. Okay, got a few days off here. Everybody can heal up. And we start off against Kansas City with Leach back on the second line, and we get a 4-1 win. Only Kansas City, though. Doesn't really mean anything.
For sure.
Now, did the... Okay, it's a display thing, because it... everything is back the way it was. I'll try that again in a week, and if it wipes that again, we've got some new bug. Which is weird, because I don't think we've touched anything there this time. 4-2 win over the Leafs. Gary Bromley in goal for the Leafs, one of the all-time great goalie masks. Skeleton face.
Mm.
Swap Lorimer out for Lindgren for Vadney's last game, missing. And another easy game against the Capitals. And we get a 6-1 win.
So, Jeff, you started mentioning it. You want to run up and down the streets and tell everyone about the Canucks beating the Jets and
Well, you didn't do that when
current
you beat
standings
us
now?
6-1, so I just want you to explain why you would pull a goalie with when you're down by 3, though.
Honestly, I think they just wanted to practice their 6-on-5.
Okay.
Again,
Just
I didn't think the Jets played bad. They had like Hellebuck was letting everything in but a beach ball. That was one of the worst games I've seen him play this year. But that happens. Better to have it happen now than another time.
ouch. 6-2 loss to Montreal. They got back for us blowing them out earlier.
I did end up ordering another Winnipeg Jets jersey.
Oh, what kind did you get this time?
Well, I'm doing my best to complete the collection. Now I'm only basically short a reverse retro 1.0. So I got. They're still clearing out the Adidas stock, so I grabbed a Adidas away, and I customized it with Dylan Sandberg on the back.
Interesting choice. And another
I like Sandberg.
development
His
report
play this year
Carter. Yeah.
has only inspired me more.
Ooh, Vadnais starting to go downhill at 30, and Alf Nielsen surprisingly slipping a bit.
I mean, real life, he was starting to get some injury problems.
No, that was until after they signed and him and Hedberg went to New York. Or did he have injuries in Winnipeg? Don't think so.
Uh, no, but I think he started
I
having
know
a little
Hull
bit of.
missed
I mean,
Hull missed
we
most of one season, didn't he? Like
yeah,
late, yeah, like I think it was the last WHA season.
but we're 76, so yeah, we're just
Yeah.
played in 71 games, so he didn't play a full season.
The Olympics are on. They begin February 2nd, one more day. 5-2 win over Buffalo. And this
So yeah,
presumably will be, yeah, Canada doesn't even send a team to this one. Oops. Yeah, basically the Soviets and Czechs will run over everybody. Finland, probably the favorite for the bronze, although a lot of their players will be away in the NHL.
no, or WHA.
Yep. And we are relatively healthy now.
I don't think I finished this thought. I now have, I think it's 7 Jets jerseys, 8 if you want to include my original 1.0 one. That's you know way too small.
Okay, 5-1 over St. Louis, and we've got Atlanta, who, wow, they've really turned themselves around here. Oh, wait, no, that's just the division being terrible. Because they were in last place in the league at the start of this, when we started playing tonight. And they've climbed up to second in the Patrick. But that's only because the Patrick is, other than the Islanders,
Terrible.
awful. Yeah. Wow, what's happened to the Rangers? They were a contender for a cup winner a couple of years, and they seem to have really slipped. They're just getting, yeah, it looks like they're just getting old. Danny Grant, who we traded to St. Louis, Wanda's in New York this year, and yeah, he looks like he's about done. Not really seeing a lot of guys under 25 here. Now the goalies are. They got young John Garrett and Don Edwards, pretty good goaltending combination. Just having an off year, I guess. Get Ferran. They start against the Flames. Should be an easier game. Yeah, that would qualify as easy. 11-1.
Yep.
Some nice game scores there. Hedberg with a 99. Hat trick and an assist.
Nice.
And everybody except Dan Maloney, the fourth liner, is plus at least one. Most of them two or better. And Ed Westfall, who's useful, but He's declined a little earlier than he did in real life, but I think he lasted till about 78. But don't want him here. And just talking about the old Rangers, Jean Rattel, this would be the year he gets traded to Boston in real life. But he's signed a 3-year contract extension, so he'll be probably playing with the Rangers until he retires.
Dun, dun, dun.
And 3-0 shutout over Montreal. Whoops. Oh, that's not good. Meloche is hurt.
What are you doing? Stop ruining
Bruised
this team.
collarbone, 2 to 3 weeks. Nothing to worry about. Doug Sotart gets called up and will probably get his first NHL start.
Have Haran run it.
And I will put Meloche on the injured list just for this little period here. He'll be back relatively quickly, though. So Meloche will be well rested going into the playoffs. And it is an opportunity to get Haran warmed up a little bit. 6-3 win over Buffalo. And more waivers. Nobody of particular interest to us, I don't think. Ron Houston, who came over from, looks like he was had a good year in the WHA, probably signed a decent contract with the Rangers. What did they give him? Oh, not relatively cheap, but probably hopeful of free agent signing, and he responded with a big 4 points. And now he's going to the minors. Wow, the Czechs upset USSR for the Olympic gold medal.
Interesting.
And that is... Yeah, it looks like they actually beat the Soviets in one game. Let's see which one that was. Yeah, 4-1 win. And oh yeah, that's a goalie win. Vladimir Zarilla. Russians or Soviets outshot them 38-19.
Dang.
But Czechoslovakia with a 4-1 win. And a few future familiar NHL names on there. The two of the Stasny brothers, Van Hlenka, Slav Nedomansky, Yuri Bubla, Milan Novi. Yeah. Francis Chernik played with Detroit for a little while. Miroslav Dvorak with Philadelphia. I think Chalupa came over too. Yeah, most of these. So that's a pretty good Czechoslovak team. And this was right around the time that the Soviets actually lost a world championship because they got beaten by Poland. So, kind of a slightly down period for them that they recovered pretty quickly. And gave Sotart that game, and we backed him up pretty nicely, 9-1 win. And wound up with a bunch of injuries on top of it, though. Eric Vale, strained bicep tendon, 1 to 2 months.
Okay, I've been simming along with you as you're going here.
And Reggie Leach, sprained finger, 1 to 2 months.
I just had Trache and Vale get suspended for 5 and 7 games.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because you've got the same version of the game that I do, and you're going to get that bug.
Oh. They're going crazy.
Okay, so we've got a little bit of an injury problem now, and then even Lemaire is a bit hurt on top of that, so gonna have to call up a couple of guys. Might as well add some toughness. John Wensink comes up. I think this is first time for us. And Dave Lumley as well.
I knew you were going to say Dave Lumley, but Rick Bonus is right there ready to go too.
But we want toughness, and Lumley's tougher than Bonus.
How's actually
And I'm
Anderstein
not going to delay treatment on these guys because I think it's 1 to 2 months. I think we'll get them back in just enough time as we're far enough away from the end of the regular season. And how close are we to the trading deadline? Still about 3 weeks out. Yeah, we're fine. We can wait for those guys to come back. You want to see Andrew Steen? Still at 1 star.
What's his points?
And Wensick needs a better number.
Number 99.
I don't think so. And this is, yeah, you set the screener, and that is not what we want. Straight up goon. And Lumley with the same thing, although he kind of works as a screener, but we'll make him a power forward. And just barely get by Boston. They've still got Bobby Orr, but he's about all they've got left. And Lemaire is almost but not quite healthy. And the Stars beat us 3-2, so injuries finally catching up a little bit.
That was going to happen at some point.
And Lemaire appears to be healthy again. Yes, he is, but just in time for Willie Lindstrom to get a suspension. I will take Wensick out, put Lemaire in, and now give Lumley a shot in Lindstrom's place. Ooh, and a bunch of minor injuries to the D. Schuberg, Watson, and Lindgren all hurt. Watson is probably the most important one, so I'm going to put Lorimer in for him, and the other two can play through. Still 7-3 win over the Blues. Oh, wow, Andre Savard from the fourth line, I think. Yeah, 4-goal game.
Yes. Nice.
On 5 shots, too. And now Lindgren is hurt even worse. So, no, not too bad. Oh, now he's got teeth knocked out. So the team is literally falling apart, clearly because you overplayed them earlier in the season. Do you accept the blame, Adam?
Do I accept the blame? No.
Somehow I didn't think you would. Okay. Watson, or actually no, Lorimer.
I'm not running this team into the ground. You've
For
doubled
Watson,
the
Schubert
losses
for Lorimer.
and ties.
And I'll give the Sotart the game against Minnesota. Ooh, they shut us out 1-0. So Minnesota beats us 2 games in a row. And outshot us pretty handily, too. 32-21. And they make a trade after the game. Oh, yeah, okay, fairly big one. One of their better defensemen, John Van Boxmeer, goes to Philadelphia for Bill Clement, who we just mentioned being in the All-Star game. And we immediately get to play Philadelphia, the other half of the trade.
We have Bill Clement?
Nope. Don't think so.
I think of it.
I meant to do a run there, not Sotart, but Sotart gets the shutout as we destroy the Flyers 8-0.
Nice call up.
Okay, Malash is healthy again, so Sotart goes back down despite just getting shut out. And Vale and Leach is both showing 2 to 3 weeks out, so they'll be fine soon. And Sotar plays 3 games with a .67 goals against average. Not too bad. Pretty good NHL start for him. And we have even more minor injuries to the D. I'll advance it a couple of days, see if anything goes away. And I do need to try that Harmony thing again. Let's see, does it wipe the whole screen? Yeah, it does. Okay, yeah, that's something new. I'll get him to take a look at that tonight or tomorrow.
So I think we've talked about this before, but you mentioned Malte. So who is Malte, Jeff?
He and
For
Sebastian are
someone
the two
listening.
guys who code the game. Both living in Hamburg. Okay, we are really messed up defensively. Schuberg can go back in. But neither Lindgren nor Watson is in any game condition to play. But I'm at my roster limit. Okay, we'll take a chance on getting Lindgren hurt. And Milash's first game back in Chicago, and it's not pretty, but a 5-4 win. Pronovo carries us to that one, 5-4, or 4 assists rather. Reggie Leach is almost ready. Good news there. The injuries all healed at once, apparently. Very nice. Except Lindgren, who was the guy we were playing, hurt, so that worked out pretty much perfectly. Lindgren is for Salming. Salming back from his suspension, and Lormer goes out for Watson. And Tardif got a suspension, so Wensink goes in for him. And the Rangers are struggling, as we said earlier, so Huron gets the start, and it's a 6-1 win. And Lumley getting suspended, presumably because of that bug. Gordie Howe on the wings up next, and 6-3 win for us. We're trying to improve our relationship with the media, so we will agree that
Criticize
Larry
everyone.
Robinson had a great game. Yeah. Where's the trading deadline here? Are we almost? Another week and a bit. Busy schedule at this point, too. Eric Vale is almost healthy, too. Yeah, Leafs beat us 4-2 with Milosh and goal. Bit of a surprise. And I got the Canucks making a trade with the Islanders. Red Berenson, who's looking nearly finished, 4 points in 26 games, and they get a 4th rounder out of the Canucks for him. And now who's hurt? Or yeah, it's suspended again. Back to back, so Ron gets the second game. And a 6-2 win. Oh, now Dennis Hall gets hurt. 2 to 3 weeks for an injured hamstring. Well, not that bad. Although we've got a little roster juggling to do here. Actually, I'm going to have to, just for the sake of setting up the lineup properly, put Tardif back in for a second. Hull goes out for Wensink. Hull goes on to the injured list, which will open up one more roster space for me. So yes, we'll call up Rick Bowman. Rick Bonus, rather. Bowman. Freudian slip. Not really comparable to Bowman.
Bonus, bonus, bonus.
And he goes in for Tardif. And Serge Savard suspended now. And Carol Vadnais gets Player of the Month. Team morale. Leave it where it is. We're doing fine. And we got some guys really starting to wear down, but there's not much we can do because of the injury situation. Just let the AI juggle things around and do what it can with this lineup. And we still win 7-3 against the Islanders. Seeing a few trades in the lead up to the deadline. Anybody interesting on the trading block? Yeah, Billy Smith. And Bob Gainey as well. Kind of struggling this year in LA after having what looked like a breakout year. Looks like, wow, minus 33. Surprising for him.
Yeah.
We are really wearing down here. Okay, we are at the deadline, and that's good. We found an issue where it was preventing deadline day trades from happening as often as they should. So now you can see we got a bunch of trades on the deadline. So, I mean, obviously we got injury and suspension problems. Now Bonus managed to get himself suspended. So actually I'm going to have to, before I move, look at any trades. Put Lindgren in, send Lorimer back down. And call up another Paul Bordelot, I think, as a forward. Now, I mean, strength-wise, we don't really have any weaknesses here. It's not like we really need to pick up anybody. It would mostly be for insurance sake if we got someone. What do you think?
I don't really think we need anyone.
Just looking through for veterans that maybe could help. Everybody's likely to be overpriced, though. What we're looking
Bill
for.
Esposito.
Yeah, that they traded him to Detroit in the off season, but look, he's fallen apart. And we've already got enough centers, so it just doesn't really fit for us. May have to leave it. I mean, Gainey, it would be nice to get a defensive forward that good, but is probably going to want a lot for him. Let's try it just to. Maybe they're not asking for anything too crazy. What I would probably want to do here is go with Mark Tardif. Maybe a mid-round draft pick. I know that's not enough. What do they want to make this work? Yeah, it's basically give us one of the stars of the future stars. Rights to anybody interesting? And we got Greshner who's playing the WHA, but that's kind of cheating. Lundberg who's over there too. Yeah, see, they're not going to do this at a reasonable price, so I'm going to have to leave that as it is. So we'll go into the playoffs with our injury and
Well,
suspect
I
some
mean, again,
problems. Yeah.
you could try and bring in like Phil Esposito just for.
We're just so overloaded at center, though, it doesn't really work. I'm just going to wait until the next day and then I'll see if I can.
Esposito can play wing, can't he?
No, just a center. Now, got a few more trades on deadline day, and now we should have a bunch of guys getting moved on waivers. Yeah, we definitely got that.
He's 14 on left wing. Just taking a quick look.
And disappointingly, nobody that good on waivers. Oops, Sportlo needs a number. Anything on waivers the next day? Nope, nothing at all. Have we got suspensions ending? Not quite yet. So this may not go that well against Toronto. Yeah, 3-0 shutout for Raw. Oh, playing. Oh, there we go. There's a few moves, but I don't really see anybody that can be of much use to us. And Bill Collins having a decent year, but still only 1.5 stars. Nope, gonna have to let that go. Good news, Reggie Leach is getting close to being back. And Mark Tardif is back. So I can send Bordeaux back down after that one game. And we are slowly healing up. And 5-1 win over Detroit. And Reggie Leach is healthy. And Eric Vale, day to day pretty close, and 1 to 2 weeks for Dennis Hall. So everybody's healing at the right time at least. Who's on that second one? That was Lumley in for Leach. And Savard is back in. So the D is back to normal. And forward's getting fairly close to being there. And struggling against Pittsburgh again, 3-2 win. Oh, Bobby Orr signs a 5-year extension for the Bruins, so we'll see if his knees hold out. Did play a full season last year. And Maloney is back, so that's getting a little bit closer to full lineup for us. Lumley can go down. Oh, the other guys, I can call Vale up even though he isn't technically ready yet. And we'll give Around the start against the Bruins and 3-2 win. A little too close, but 2 points is 2 points. And Eric Vale appears to be ready. Although Maloney got suspended again. And just before I fix that, did we get the lines back to where there's... No, that's a little off. Oh, Dennis All, that's what's missing. So just have to wait for him to get back. And then we'll be completely back to normal, I think. And 4-3 went over the Sabres. Still going strong. Pretty much nothing games at the end of the season here because I think we're way ahead of everybody else. Hull still day to day, but almost back. Four 1 win over the Bruins. Looking strong headed into the playoffs. And Denisala is almost back. Oh, wow. Dropped a game to Kansas City, 6-4.
Oh.
And so, yeah, those suspensions are going to be a problem. Salming out now. For Lindgren, Maloney must be almost ready to come back. Did I use Harmony for November already? Yeah, definitely a bug. Six 3 went over the Blues. And there we go. Dennis Hall is healthy again.
Mm.
And we got everybody. Oh, no, still not quite. Oops, got to send somebody down or put somebody on the injured list here. Gonna have to be. Wow, Lansing actually hasn't done half bad. Gonna have to be Bonus, who hasn't had a point. And Red Kelly fired in Philadelphia, replaced by Mike Nikolak. Flyers, ooh, yeah, dead last in the Patrick.
Interesting.
3-0 shutout over the Islanders. Okay, let's just not get anybody hurt or suspended in these last few games. At least that's not already hurt or suspended. Fitness looking pretty good for everybody. And even Huron is starting to warm up a little bit, so I'll put him in against the Canucks. Gets a 6-2 win.
So you trying to throw games?
Not me? Nah. And should be, I think we're in the 80 game. Here now. Yeah, Vancouver and LA to end the season up. Another development report. Wensick actually went up a bit after we called him up. That's good news. And yeah, mostly the older guys are the really fringe ones that are going down. So not a bad development report. Crank up team morale all the way for the playoffs. And let's get these last couple of games out of the way without any incidents.
Seems like asking for a lot.
Uh, hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send Wensing down to still got that suspension problem, and bring Lorimer back up. Okay, there, I got Milosh against the Canucks. You happy? And we lose 5-1 anyhow.
Yeah, because you threw the game.
Okay, final game of the season against LA. Absolutely nothing at stake, so let's just get these suspensions over with. Give her on that start too, because I don't want to get Milosh hurt. And the Kings shut us out 2-0. Dan Bouchard and goal for them. Waiver claim. Flyers picking up Floyd Thompson. St. Blue in real life in Buffalo. And there we go. Award nominees. Perot, Lafleur, and Dion for the Hart. Wow, no Milosh for the Vezina. Maybe I played around a little too much. Dan Bouchard, Richard Brodeur, and Rogie Vachon. And we swept the Norris nominees again this time, but it's actually Jimmy Watson that gets a nomination, surprisingly, over Salming. And Calder will be interesting because this is a really weak year for rookies because of the bad draft. Okay. Oh yeah, Bernie Federico. He played 1 year in the minors before coming up with the Canadians. Now he's breaking out. And he has a Federico's real life teammate with the Blues, Brian Sutter, with Minnesota, and Mike Eaves, Mike Eaves has kind of inherited Phil Esposito's spot in Boston. Came out of college early at 19, or didn't go to college at all. Just went straight to high school, from high school to the minors. So he's starting his NHL career. Bing, none of our guys. Lindsay, not us. Adams, so we are nominated for the Adams again. And this is one of the play-in round years, I believe. So we had that first round where Sabres and Buffalo, or Sabres and Atlanta. Atlanta makes the playoffs after being last in the league in, I think it was early December. Impressive turnaround, but the Sabres sweep them in 2. Stars knock on. The Capitals made it in 2. Another surprise. The Stars beat them. Hawks knock off the Rangers, and the Canadians knock off Montreal. So let's see, Montreal.
Canadians knock off Montreal.
Canadians knock off the Leafs. All 4 series of sweeps, and we get Montreal for the second rounder. I was looking ahead to that. And Chicago and Pittsburgh, Stars and Canucks, and Sabres Islanders. So what did Montreal do this year? Oh, actually, Dryden is surprisingly going downhill already. A little early. And it's a decent team, just not as good as the historical Montreal teams. That's a surprise. Norm Dubé, who didn't really have that much of an NHL career, was with Kansas City for a while, and then went to the WHA, but somehow found his way onto the first line in Montreal this year with Cornway and making the most of it. 74 points. Gary Unger, Federico, a couple of Blues, Don Luce, Sabres. Terry O'Reilly's in there. They got a little bit of toughness and okay-ish group of defensemen. Oh, we didn't look at our stats for the season either. So Nielsen and Hedberg finally 1-2 in scoring for us. So they're peaking about when they did in real life. Trache coming is having a strong second year. Lemaire as well. Hull, because he missed all those games, is a little farther back. Still another strong year for a guy that appeared to be going downhill. Vadnais good. Pronovo, yeah, missed a chunk of the season. Leach, pretty good numbers. Andre Savard, who was mostly fourth line minutes. But I think we got him some special teams time too. 57 points in 78 games, so that's pretty good output from him. No real disappointments at all, I don't think. No, Dave Lumley in his call-up, 13 points in 12 games.
Oh, that.
Although he's getting pretty good ice time because there were so many guys gone.
Well, sometimes that has to work.
Okay, so we got time to do the playoffs? I think so. Starting off against. What are you going
You
to say?
lose this is going to be very disappointing.
5-2 win over Montreal in the first game, so that's a good start. And there we go. We get or one suspended player back, rather. I think Lindstrom was, yeah. Dan Maloney comes back in.
Our fourth line left winger, big loss.
And our defensemen are the problem at the moment, but I think that's going to get fixed shortly. 5-0 shutout. You wouldn't know it from that result. Oh, Alf Nielsen got hurt. Good news is Salming is back. Sorny day to day. Let's see if he's any better on game day. No, I think I'm just going to throw Lindstrom in for this game, just because we're up 2-0 already, and I don't want to get anybody hurt. And yeah, another shutout, 5-0. And what should be the sweep here? Yes, Nielsen's still hurt. We'll go with that same lineup. Oh, 3-1 loss to Montreal. So they managed to stave off elimination for a second there. Wait, what? Oh, did I read that wrong? Oh, we won. Did we win?
Looks like it.
Oh, yeah, I won 3-1. Sorry, I read that backwards.
Well, that's never happened before on the stream.
Okay, Savard, well, he was suspended for a while. Okay, he's got one game left, and Nielsen still has a sore knee, even at the start of the Chicago series. Chicago's beaten Pittsburgh 4-2, so we're usually pretty good against them. Stars knock off the Canucks 4-2, and Sabres over the Islanders in 7. Sabres are probably the biggest obstacle to us, I think. But we'll sit Nielsen for one more game. He should be back after this one, I would hope. 5-2 win over Chicago. And there we go. Everybody is back. Perfect timing. Savard is unsuspended. Nielsen is healthy. And we're back at completely full strength. Just in time to narrowly beat the Hawks 2-1. Yeah, wow, 2 games in a row with everybody healthy. Another development report. Pretty good news. Lemaire going down. Nobody else that matters. Three-one win over the Hawks, and we might be able to get another sweep here. Although the players have taken this time to decide to form another clique. That's not great. And we got a Hall of Fame nomination.
Well, honestly, they're getting mad about all the rumors, Jeff.
If they don't want to go to some remote farm town in Ohio. Finishing it off, yes we do, 6-3. Reggie Leach with 3 points is the first star. And as expected, we got Buffalo in the final.
Did we play the final last year?
Good question. Yeah, I think you might be right. No, Pittsburgh. Buffalo. Oh, we played them in the first round for us, second round for them last year.
Okay. Well,
They did take one game off of us, but I'm not real worried here. I think we're going to defend the title. Yep, 4-1 win in the first game. And we are just a juggernaut at this point. Six-two win in the second game. Might as well hand out the Smythe already now. Five-two in game three, and can we sweep all the way to the cup? What do you think? Oh no, Trache managed to get himself suspended for a game, so gonna have to watch that one from the press box. Do I throw the backup in for a game?
no.
Okay. 4-2 win. 12 consecutive wins on the way to the cup. Perfect playoff. Now, what were you complaining about my coaching earlier, Adam?
Yeah, you stole the Stanley Cup from me again. I see how it is.
I mean, it seems to be working 3 years in a row.
Yes, the team I built has worked out really well.
Sorry, the team you built?
Yeah.
Okay. Just gonna have a quick look at the playoff stats. Oh, Reggie Leach. Guess you were right about him. 15 points in 12 games. And no other major surprises. So he's got to be a Smythe candidate. Unless Milosh was. Yeah, Milosh, 1.42 goals against average. He's got to be a pretty good shot at it, too. So we celebrate 3 consecutive Stanley Cups by moving the team across the country. Seems a little greedy.
Really across the country, to the center of the country.
Well, most of the way across the country. Oh, and we still got the interleague draft. What?
What would be worse? Winning the cup and having your team leave, or seeing your team win the cup the year after they left?
I got a pretty good idea what people in Quebec would say.
See, I think it would still be that. Like to see your team go on and be successful after they left would be worse.
Yeah, because the other city sort of stole your cup.
Yeah. Like, I mean, at least you got your cup and you're happy about it, even though you're losing your team.
Interleague draft is probably going to lose somebody this year. It's getting harder to protect all these guys.
I mean,
Okay. I'm just going to run
use
this to July
Lundberg.
1st for you. Is that okay?
No, just get it to the awards.
Okay.
That's all we want to see.
Just going through the interleague draft. Haven't lost anybody yet.
Cesar is on the move again.
Yet again, wings now. Oh, there we go. Bordelot goes to the Leafs. So we can protect somebody, and Wensink is the obvious candidate. That may be the last one. And our pick, that's just,
Yep.
we already own the rights to
Wait.
Lundberg, but I think
Yeah,
maybe,
just keep him.
no, we keep him anyhow. We already own the rights to him. We're just exposing nobody. We got the last pick, so nobody can pick him away from us. You know, take Fred
Okay.
Barrett off the Hawks. Just an extra defenseman. Oh,
I
wow.
hear. I thought you were going to take Red Berenson.
Oh, I didn't notice him there. How did he do in his little, oh, yeah, 1 assist, 10 games with the Canucks. And did we do, oh, you took, yeah, you got the upcoming free agents already? Except Wensink. I'll fix him. Okay, I'll just get us up to the award ceremony.
We gots to know.
And monthly budget can take the morale way down. Oh, Quick is actually getting worse. That's not great.
Because they're getting mad about having to move to Cleveland.
Swiping both of those out. Okay.
Guys have come to California and had their entire families uprooted.
Okay. Hall of Fame vote, Pronovo, just because his brother's on the
Dick
team.
Duff.
No.
Dick Duff.
No.
Dick Duff. Charlie Hodgson. Johnny Bauer.
Tim Horton, Maurice Richard, Marcel Pronovo, and Johnny Bauer.
Yeah, there's no really wrong answers there. Henri Richard.
And our contract was extended again. And award's coming up on the 10th. So the minor awards, Dion wins the Lindsay and the Ross. Perot gets the Bing. Jacques Leperrier, who I think won it in real life. Masterton, I think he got it the year before this one. So Hart goes to Dion. Smythe is Bob Daly. Oh, wow. Yeah, 19 points in 13 games. But that's 2 years in a row. We lost it to a guy on the losing team that had a great playoff. I think Meloche should have gotten that, though. Brian Sutter with the Calder. Which one of our defensemen gets the Norris?
I mean, our team was just so strong.
Larry Robinson. And Bouchard getting the Vezina, and the Adams Award goes to Ron Caron, Buffalo. We got robbed.
Robbed, I tell you. All right, with that.
Okay, and oops, I got to the up to the season score. It advanced automatically, so I'll fill that in. But go ahead.
That. Thank you very much for tuning into the Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/franchise hockey manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP developments.com. Whoa, try that again. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments, with stream archives going live Saturdays at about 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our European viewers. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/franchise hockey manager. On Bluesky, we're at franchise hockey. You can find us on Threads, Instagram, and some other social medias. You can also reach out on our website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right hand corner, which will bring you to the official forums. We can come talk about franchise hockey manager, Idle Park Baseball, Perfect Team Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. If you are watching this video on archive, you missed the spring sale. The game's been on sale for 33% off for the past week. And if you're watching this live right now and you haven't picked it up, you have just a little over 12 hours left to pick something up or pick it up. Or pick up the bundle with OOTP 26. So, get on that. Or if you missed it, what were you doing? It's been a week. Jeff, did I miss anything?
Nope, just that we've got the update with on the post-hating deadline content update coming out likely early next week. Getting close to done. Obviously, you saw a couple of little bugs that we still need to get looked at. That display thing with the Team Harmony screen, and we've already fixed the problem that was causing all the fighting suspensions. We just don't have that in a working build yet, but that'll probably be coming tomorrow, I think, or weekend at the latest. But other than that, we're pretty stable. Let me think. Anything else here? I did get you. I re-signed all the staff, so you don't have to do that next time. But
Right.
take a good look. That is the. Well, unless Adam, you're going to start this on the 30th, or are you going to advance it a day?
I haven't decided. We'll figure that out.
Okay. Well, take a look at what possibly will be your last look at the California Golden Seals in this stream, because come July 1st, 1976, we become the Cleveland Barons. Playing out of lovely downtown Richfield, Ohio. And, forgot to one quick look. How'd the WHA turn out? New England Whalers are the Avco Cup champions. Anybody familiar? Reggie Lameline in goal. Dean Talifas, Star and Ranger. Looks like their best player. Don't really have. Harold Snaps is on them. And is that. Nope, Marty Howe. Not Mark. Not a spectacular team, although the WHA is about to get interesting because we're getting close to the years where they start bringing 17-year-olds into the league. One in particular. So I think that will wrap it up for us here. Thanks for coming out, and we will see you back here a week from now.